today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Williams will pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the middle. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown Seminoles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man. It's Booker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Offense in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little...
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field trench. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown through.
14, Florida Atlantic, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Williams will pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Bust through behind his pad. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Noles!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Williams looking for a man. Lets it fly. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Williams will pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down. There will be questions to be answered. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries to get it on the ground. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Another incompletion on third down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Yeah, instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Williams will pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country. He'll get rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted, and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
They're going to ride this running back. Inside the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fakes the grab. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. The Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Seminoles had this offense rolling. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, no! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the point after is good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams will pass. Got his man downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24 and give him 5 on the carry.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play.
Turning it on! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Williams looking for a man. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him, looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Hands it off. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
The Noles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Offense is stopped. will be returned on down.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really...
There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They want to run this quarterback. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught over the middle. It's West. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense,